Today, we're going to be focusing on how to get easier long shots within Vanguard. So we're going to focus on the individual distances, and I'll give you some tips for very specific scenarios to help you out as fast as possible. So the first thing we're going to focus on is the individual distances for each of the weapons, and I was able to test this in a private match with split screen method using kill confirmed tags as the measuring distance. As you can see with the rifles, it's 38 meters, nothing crazy. Pistols, right around 20. We have the SMGs that came in right at 30, a little bit long. I would prefer them to be around 25, 26, but 30 it is. Marksman rifles fit in at 38 meters. And then we also have these sniper rifles right around 52 meters, which is kind of crazy. That's a long shot. You're not going to be able to do that on every map, but I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples that make it super easy, because a lot of times when you're going for challenges, you really want to line it up where you're going to be able to have a consistent location where there's going to be a high traffic area where you're going to have plenty of opportunities to get those long shots. LMGs is 38 meters, and then shotguns are right at 12 meters, which is always going to be a little bit of a struggle if you're doing that in core. So when it comes to long shots, it makes it super easy if you do everything in hardcore, with the exception of maybe marksman rifles or sniper rifles, just because they are already one shot in the vast majority of cases if you set them up the right way. And now that we know all that information, what you can do is you can look up for some specific sight lines and figure out what's going on. If you want to figure out where the best sight lines are, I'm going to give you a couple examples, but it's good to play kill confirmed and play some longer sight lines, because what will end up happening is the tag will say the distance and you'll know, okay, it needs to be further. This is probably good for my pistols and my SMGs. Probably not going to work for my rifles and my sniper rifles, because you need to go up to the further distances. So you kind of want to min-max your grind, so you start leveling the weapons, and then if a specific map comes up, then now you go, okay, this is a pistol SMG map, we're doing that. Oh, shotguns. I think shotguns could be good on this one, whatever the case is. So probably one of the best sight lines, it's kind of ratty, is on Eagle's Nest. You can come over here. You can get behind this little stairway right here, peek through here. That distance, they are long shot distances. I believe they're right around 40-ish meters. So if you get a kill in this sight line where you know it's going to be high trafficked area, you're going to be able to get a good number of kills. That's 45 meters. So that's going to work for pretty much all of your weapons except for the sniper rifle. You're going to have to go to a different map. The sight line just really isn't practical for here. Even if we come over here, we can kind of see when people are going to come across, get a good idea of what distances people are going to be coming at. If they come across over here, the tag is only 26 meters. So that's really not going to work for any SMGs. It's going to be a pistol distance. And the key is the volume. You need that, like when you're going for long shots, that about 90% of your kills should be long shots if you're doing it the right way. And that's the key thing we're going to look at. We'll look at a few more examples of different maps and where the sniper rifles are going to come into play. This outer sight line on Eagle's Nest, which is a pretty high traffic area, you can shoot them across this area and you'll still get a reasonable amount of long shots if you catch them at the right distance, which you can see it's 42 meters at the far part. If they come too close, probably better as an SMG area, unless you use that other sight line to kind of mix it up. Hotel Royale, you're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna use this other sight line to see kind of what's going on. And you can kind of get a good idea of this individual sight line right here. If we go ahead and look at the furthest distance, that's a practical sight line. That is a long shot, and that's exactly 39 meters. So if you're sitting on this heady, not against the wall, you can actually elongate that a little bit. And as long as you're hitting someone that is behind that piece of cover or further, you know you're going to be able to get a long shot with a rifle. SMG, you're going to have an extra 10 meters clearance. Pistol, even closer. So you have those variables where you know, hey, I'm going to post up, get my kills. Is it kind of, trashy that you have to play that way? Yes, but that's the camo grind. It is normally a little bit annoying, some of the challenges that you have to do. I even tried to do the longer hallway here, push myself against the back. And you can kind of see the general distances. Most of those are about 25 meters. There are some opportunities to have long shots at a little bit further away, but the person would almost have to be against the other wall over there to actually make that conducive to you doing challenges. As you can see, that tag said 39 meters. So it's right at that borderline where you're really not going to get it. So this would be more of an SMG map. If you're playing hardcore, SMG, you'll be able to map people at decent range where you should be able to get a one shot if you're getting chest and above. So this is probably one of the longest sight lines in terms of doing your sniper shots and getting a consistent amount of kills. Obviously, Gfuel, which was in the beta, also has good long sight lines. I want to try and focus on some of the less obvious ones. This map is called Demyansk. That one is a little bit further where you can see this sight line. My sniping isn't great, but what ends up happening is from this, a lot of people are up in that little window up top. If you get a sniper kill here, this is right around that 58 meters. So you're well within reason. They're going to come across. You don't have much cover. You're playing a little bit ratty, but this is a solid sight line where almost every single kill that you're going to see in your field of view is going to be a one-shot kill. And you will also be able to get the long shot kill. So I was just shooting that window as an example, but you can kind of see how that lays out. Keeping in mind that any area that is a long shot for the sniper will be a long shot for your pistol. It's just that's less practical. Why are you trying to hit 50-meter shots with the pistol? It just doesn't work out as well. So Dome, I tried to get several sight lines. And the key is, can you get long shots with probably every weapon? Yes. But the sight line would be so impractical. You would get like one kill, which is against the whole purpose of trying to min-max. You're trying to get as many long shots in the specific category as possible. And this one fits more in with a pistol category because so many of where the enemies will be right around 30, 35 meters. SMGs, you could get long shots. Rifles, a little bit fewer and far between. You can see this tag is 40 meters. But you would have to have people specifically in that area. So I guess it depends on how your enemies are playing the match because a lot of the sight lines aren't like perfect. Even this one down on the lower edge where the flag would normally be, you can see this tag right here is 32 meters. That's really only going to cut it for SMGs. And somebody could be on this heady trying to beam you from here. You could step further back, but you change the angle. So overall, this is more of a pistol SMG map for Dome. But plenty of action. You just got to keep that in mind that you're wasting your time if you're trying to get long shots with a rifle on this individual map. And then another map like Red Star is probably, you're going to get long shots galore no matter where you position up. You can see right here, as soon as you get in the window, anyone pretty much in this field, you can see all of these tags, 51, 55, 54, 56, 66. All of this area will be a hotspot where people are cutting across. As they're on the far edge, you'll be able to get some easy snipes and then you'll be good to go. You want to use any of the weapons, you can use it here. It's just ideally when this type of map comes up, you're going to try and get your long shots with sniper rifles because if you're trying to get long shots with sniper rifles and you're on another map, you're going to struggle to get the long shots. So ideally, the thing about doing your camos as fast as possible is min-maxing where you're not wasting time not getting long shots when you can get long shots with a specific weapon. And that's kind of what happens with the sniper rifle here. Even a small map like Das Haus, you can see the longest sight line is right in the middle here. As people come through over here, you can get rifle long shots, as we'll see in a quick second. I'm kind of up here. I put down a little bit of a barricade so I can get to mounting. You can see this. A lot of the tags are right around 31 meters. SMGs would be perfect here. If they are as far back as possible, you can get long shots. Even though it's kind of a ratty spot and if people are going to flank and they're not going to cooperate, it's more a proof of concept. A lot of the tags are 30s, so this would be more like an SMG pistol map. But you could get long shots with the rifle as well. They will happen if the person is also trying to be at the back of their spawn. If you have any special spots, feel free to leave it down in the comment section. People will come back and read that and go, damn, that is a great spot. Let me go ahead and try that. But again, hardcore is probably your best bet just because the fewer shots you need to land, the easier those kills are to have. Appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.